Hi, this is Eric Kampmann, and this is Sunrise, and I'm with Senior Pastor Chuck Davis.
We've been talking about Eric's new book that is soon to be released, Getting to Know Jesus. Eric, in the book, we come to a spot where we begin emphasizing again some of the teachings of Jesus. He has the name Rabbi given to him, and people recognizes that he teaches differently than what they've heard before with an authority. And so his role as a teacher is a very significant one, not only as a redeemer, but he then teaches us how to live into that redemption.
One of the parts of this section of the book that sort of impressed me, and I've used it in my business life and in other things, and it's the whole idea of traveling light. He has 72 of his disciples he sends out in the world, and he gives them sort of instructions, a little different than biblical or scriptural teaching. It's really practical teaching. What does it mean to go out into the world and try to get people to understand and listen to and even be changed by what you're saying? And when I say travel light, he really says, you don't need this, you don't need that, you don't even necessarily have to, if the house is not welcoming, you're not even to stay there. You keep on going, even if you don't know where you're going to go. It's not a way of life that we're very familiar with today. We want the security beyond everything else. But Jesus is saying, accept the risks. It's okay. God is with you.
Yeah. So physically, he's saying travel light, but at the same time, he has them travel heavy because they carry the kingdom of God and all the authority with them. And so, though he's sending them out, the things that we normally put confidence in, the physical things around us that give us a sense of comfort, he's basically saying, those are actually going to, hate to mix the metaphor here, weigh you down in the wrong way. But I'm going to give you something that's greater. I'm going to give you the very authority of the kingdom of God in the places that you go, so that you can be my representative of love and care in this world.
This is a good example of why engaging in Christian biblical conversation is important, because Chuck said something here that I never would have thought about. My thought, which I communicated, was travel light. It was something I was picking up on in the physicality and the natural setting. But Chuck then goes to the spiritual reality and says, you're carrying an entire kingdom with you, which is something that never would have entered my mind, but it was coming out of my take on it, and then you kind of elaborate on that and give it another take on it, and it makes it much richer, I think, in understanding what's going on.
Well, just to add another twist, I mean, we have a conversation going here. Jesus basically says, take on my yoke. And when you recognize that when he puts it on you, it's weighty, but it's actually he's the one carrying it. And so it's pretty light. And so there's an urgency and there's a weightiness to the message, but it has very little to do with us. It's all about what God's doing in this world, and we're simply an echo of what he's doing.
This is Eric Kampmann, and this has been Sunrise. Have a great day.